Hello, I'm Ray of the Ray Code. In this video, we'll be studying the design pattern known as factory. I'll be using PHP. I use other programming languages to study this pattern, for example, C++, Java, C#. But for this video, I'll be using PHP. I provide a list of reasons why a programmer would want to study the design pattern. I give you the UML that the game for it has given. We go through some sample code that you can play around with yourself. You can find the code at my GitHub site and also at my website, theraycode.org. I provide a SWOT analysis of this design pattern. I put timestamps in the notes so you can navigate to the sections that interest you most. Follow me on X, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Leave a comment, subscribe, tell a friend. The Ray Code is awesome. The factory design pattern is a creational design pattern that provides an interface for creating objects in a simple ordinate class, while allowing subclasses to alter the type of objects that will be created. It centralizes object creation and encapsulates the instantiation process, promoting flexibility, reusability, and separation of concerns. 5 reasons why studying the factory pattern is beneficial for PHP developers. Encapsulation of object creation centralizes object instantiation, preventing tight coupling and making PHP applications more modular and easier to maintain. Code reusability simplifies the reuse of object creation logic across multiple parts of PHP application, reducing redundancy and improving maintainability. Scalability supports dynamic object instantiation, allowing PHP applications to accommodate new classes without modifying existing code, promoting future growth. Improved testing enables better unit testing by decoupling object creation, allowing PHP developers to mock dependencies for more effective test cases. Flexible object management provides a structured approach to managing objects dynamically, which is particularly useful in PHP frameworks like Laravel and Symfony. UML Product defines the interface of objects the factory method creates. Concrete product implements the product interface. Creator declares the factory method which returns an object of type product. We also define a default implementation of the factory method that returns a default concrete product object. Concrete creator overrides the factory method to return an instance of a concrete product. Collaboration creator relies on the subclass to define the factory method so it returns an instance of the appropriate concrete product. Hello, my name is Ray. I'm the Ray in the Ray Code. In this video, I will give you a demonstration of the design pattern known as factory. I'll be using PHP. The factory pattern creates objects without specifying the exact class, promoting loose coupling. We start with the product interface. The product interface defines the interface that all concrete products must implement. We have it declare the name of the method should be named operation. Now, let's create a class called concrete product A. This interface ensures that all products created by the factory will implement the common method operation. We require product.php at the top so we can implement it, and when we do, we have to have the operation method, which we will return a string object. We return the string result from concrete product A. Now, let's create concrete product B. We also include product.php at the top so we can implement it, and when we do, we are required to have the operation method, from which we will return result from concrete product B. Now, let's create the creator. The creator class declares the factory method, so we require the user of this interface to have a factory method. So let's create a concrete creator A class, which will implement the creator interface. So we include it along with concrete product A, of which this method returns an object of the same type. And we return a new concrete product A. Now let's create a concrete creator B class, which will be implemented by the creator interface also. So we require the creator interface along with the concrete product A class. So we can return a specific instance of concrete product B. Now let's go to index.php to do our demo. At the top, we include concrete creator A and B PHP files. We create a function called client code. This will be our function to test the factory pattern. Inside here, we return the message, I'm working with A or B creator, whichever was passed in. So we pass in concrete creator A, and we pass in a concrete creator B object. So let's see our result. Sorry, we should look at this through a browser. There we see using concrete creator A and using concrete creator B. The factory method promotes loose coupling. It allows adding new product types without modifying existing code. Concrete factories encapsulate the object creation logic. My name is Ray. Keep on coding. SWOT analysis of using the factory pattern in PHP project. S. Strengths. Promotes maintainability, reduces the complexity of object instantiation, making PHP more organized and easier to update. Enhances code readability. By abstracting object creation logic, the factory pattern keeps business logic cleaner and more focused. Supports dependency injection. Works well with PHP dependency injection containers, simplifying the management of server dependency. W. Weaknesses. Extra complexity. Introduces additional layers of abstraction, which might be unnecessary for small PHP applications. Performance overhead. Adds slight execution overhead due to method calls in object creation, which may impact performance in high-load applications. Harder debugging. Indirect instantiation can make tracking down errors or unexpected behavior more challenging in large PHP projects. O. Opportunities. Framework integration, well suited for PHP frameworks like Laravel and Symfony, where object lifecycle management is crucial. Improved scalability, supports future expansion by allowing new object types to be added without altering existing code. Enhanced maintainability in large applications, help organize object creation logic in large PHP projects, making it easier to maintain and extend over time. Key threats. Overuse in small projects using the factory pattern unnecessarily in simple applications can lead to bloated and overcomplicated code. Potential misimplementation. Incorrect use of the factory pattern can lead to excessive dependencies and poor design decisions. Incompatibility with legacy code. Adopting the factory pattern in older PHP projects may require significant refactoring, leading to potential integration challenges. That was my video. I plan to create these videos each week. Follow me on Facebook, X, and LinkedIn. Check out theRayCode.org and .com. Leave a comment, subscribe, and like. Be good. The Ray Code is awesome.